my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the last couple of videos I had. I hope you guys enjoyed that story time, because that was the first part. And this video is going to be the second part of when we had to go back to my mom's house from living with my grandma. I don't remember exactly how long we stayed at my grandma's, but it was a decent amount of time. I'd say probably 5 or 6 months we were there. But like during us staying at my grandma's house, it was probably a couple of the best memories I have. Because I know some days my grandma will take us to school because we missed the bus, and on our way to going to school, because we'd already be late, she'd stop and get us McDonald's. She'd stop and get us McDonald's, and then after she came and pick us up after school, she would give us, she would make sure we have snacks and stuff, so when we do our homework, we can do our homework with snacks. But a little bit after that, I think I started asking her if I could get a job, because she was like right down the street from a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General and a lot of little other stores. So I was like, ooh, I can get a job. And since I'm not with my mom, my grandma will let me work. And my grandma was like, yeah, do you know your social security number? And I was like, no. I didn't know it. I didn't memorize it. I didn't know anything about no SSN, because my mom, when I say my mom was strict as fuck for no reason, she wouldn't even let me work. Like, she wouldn't let me do anything. But it got to a point where my grandma just kept asking my mom to give her money and asking her to give her asking her to give her information about us so we can start working, because me and Gianna both wanted the job. But yeah, it got to a point where she stopped giving my grandma money and stuff, so my grandma really couldn't afford to have us over there, so we ended up having to go back. And in reality, we figured out while we were over there that we had to be out of the house because Dre, which is my boyfriend, something about him having a protective order, but I'm guessing it was the other way around because he was the aggressor. We weren't the aggressor in that situation. But yeah, I guess we had to end up, the whole reason why we went to my grandma's house, because he had like a paper saying that he couldn't be around us or some shit for a while, so that's how we had to move with my grandma. Either way, still thinking about it, my mom literally kicked me and my sister out the house to get her boyfriend out of jail. And then how we knew, because he got arrested. That man was put in handcuffs. He was detained, and he was charged for child abuse or something, because he loved to bro, that man loved to pour in our faces, oh, I'm not your dad, I don't gotta do shit for y'all, I don't gotta do this. But got mad because he got locked up for putting his hands on one of us. Like, boy, bye. Make it make sense. And it just blows me how my mom allowed it. Like, all that, I was young, I was dumb. Nah. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing, 100%. But it got to a point where we had to go back, like I was saying. And at this point, we were getting to the point where, because my mom will literally threaten my grandma, I'm taking you to court, I'm calling the police, giving back my kids, this and that and the other. My mom just was doing too fucking much. Like, why would you want us back knowing damn well you wanted, like, she just didn't want to give any money to my grandma anymore for having us. So we decided so she decided to have us back or whatever. So I know one day we came home from after school, and Granny was sitting on the couch looking sad. We was like, what's wrong? She was like, I gotta go back. She said, we gotta go back. But we just started crying. Like, I immediately broke down. I was like, no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. She's not going to let us do anything. I just started crying because I wanted to do sports. I was doing tryouts. I wanted to go see tryouts for cheerleading, volleyball, for like sports. And I knew I was going to be able to do it at my grandma's house because my grandma cares about shit like that. If we wanted to do sports, she was going to let us do sports. But my mom, on the other hand, no. She, like I said, she was strict as fuck for no reason. That's a whole nother story time. She was strict as hell for no reason all the fucking time. And it took me to realize until I got older. It took me to get older and to realize that she was doing that for a reason. She was being strict because she wanted us to be sneaky. Like I said, that's a whole nother story time. But like we sitting there crying and telling her, begging her not to send us back. And she said, I'm sorry, but y'all gotta go back. It's not my saying. I don't want the police to get involved. I don't want CPS to get involved. Y'all gotta go back with your mom. So I ended up, that weekend, I think we packed up our stuff, ended up going back. Mind you, We did not want to go back in that motherfucking house. We did not want to go back. Because we already knew it was going to be some bullshit. Mainly because they were expecting me and John to come back. So we already know it was going to be some bullshit. And when I say it was going to be some bullshit, it definitely was. We came in that house. We jacking our totes in. Our mom tell us to sit on the couch. So me and Gianna sit on the couch with our 2 blue totes sitting in front of us in the living room. And then Drake could walk in. Bro. Kayla and Jonquil were on the couch, which is my other siblings. And my mom's boyfriend is on the couch just sitting there. He's sitting there. It's like, I don't remember if he was smiling or he just had a straight face. No, he had a straight face. And then he was looking angry. Like, he looked mad. Like, he looked mad we had to come back, too. Like, the whole house was mad. Like, everybody was mad as fuck. The only person I was really happy to see us was our brother. He was like, hey, Gianna. Hey, Jessine. He was like, I missed y'all. He was the only one that was happy to see us. Everybody else was pissed. Kayla was mad because she didn't get to have her own room anymore. And we went back to sharing that small-ass fucking room. Like, bro, it's so many times when she sat there and made us suffer simply because of a fucking man. And when I say I got so many story times, bro, I have so many fucking story times on this male-centered female. Oh my gosh. But anyways, we get in there, we sitting on the couch. Dre sitting there and me mugging us. He like, damn, we can't get a hi? We can't get a how we doing? Like, we can't get a what's good? We can't get nothing from y'all? I'm sitting there like, nigga, you're the reason why we had to fucking leave in the first place. So why in the absolute fuck? Why would you think we would come back here and ask you how the fuck you doing? Nigga, how about you ask us how the fuck we doing? You literally had our mom kick us out to bring your bitch ass home from jail. And you getting mad at us because we didn't ask you how the fuck you're doing? Nigga, fuck you. Like, that shit pissed me off. Excuse my language, but when I tell y'all that pissed me off, it's getting my blood boiling just sitting here thinking about it and talking about it. Like, that shit pissed me off. And she just sat there, well, y'all can have y'all room back. She didn't say anything to us, I don't think. I don't even think she said a damn thing to us that day. All she did was sit us down, tell us to get, she told me to get started on the kitchen. She told Gianna to get started on that bathroom. That bathroom was fucking disgusting and that kitchen was fucking horrendous. When I say that shit was disgusting, it's like they deliberately had that shit sitting there and piling up until we got back so we can do them damn chores. That's all I remember is getting back home, dealing with that bullshit, and then unpacking all my stuff and putting everything everywhere. Then me and Gianna was in the room. First couple of months, we stayed in our room. We avoided everybody, and we only stayed to each other. But other than that, like I said, me and my mom were getting stupid-ass arguments over little dumb shit. And the little dumb shit, the quote-unquote little dumb shit we were getting to arguments about would be me wanting to do sports or me wanting to do tryouts. And she would be, well, who's going to pick you up? Who's going to take you to games? Who's going to do this? Because I'm not doing it. Like, everything I wanted to do, she always had something negative to say in it. It's never no, oh, I think you can do that, or oh, you should go for it. No, it's never no positive, uplifting shit with my family. It was only just negative and degrading shit. Every fucking time. And from that point on, like, it's certain points, that's pretty much it. We moved back in and it was just like that. We had to get back on our chores and it was just back to regular old my mom putting her man over her fucking kids bullshit. When I say putting her man over her fucking kids, I mean putting her man over her kids. She would wake up at the ass crack of dawn to wake up and make this nigga breakfast. And she would just give us a bowl of cereal. Like, and then she would get mad at us when we would ask her to make us breakfast. I'm not making y'all asses nothing. But you're going to wake up at the ass cracker every day to make this nigga something for you. He don't even eat, bro. This nigga never cooked no breakfast for her. Unless it was a fucking sorry ass apology. But the fact that she sat there and made this nigga breakfast and told us, oh, y'all can have it. It would be the scraps, whatever's left over, or whatever the fuck was on their plate that they didn't want to finish. Like, get the fuck out of here. They would do that all the time. Like, I know one time when me and Gianna, or when I was in a relationship or whatever, I couldn't really do anything, but this was as I got older. Yeah, because like I said, as I got older, she wouldn't let me do shit. Absolutely nothing. My first relationship, I was with a girl. My first 2 relationships, I was with a girl. She couldn't stand it. She fucking hated that shit. She didn't want me doing any goddamn thing. She would get mad anytime I wanted to go out on the weekend. And any other time, I would just leave because girl, bye. Like, I think I was, 16 16, 17, 16 turning 17 or 17 turning 18. Every time I went through something, I would just leave and I would tell her when I would come back because no, I'm getting too old to the point where you can't keep telling me what the fuck to do. I'm getting too grown for this shit, and I'm not finna just keep growing up without not ever experiencing anything or doing shit because you want to be a strict ass bitch for nothing. Like, honestly, growing up, I've never snuck out. The only time I snuck out was with my sisters, and that's when we went to the neighbors, and all we did was go over their house. We had a bonfire, and we just stayed up watching movies. That's the only thing we snuck out to fucking do, was go to the neighbors because they had a bonfire. They was having a bonfire. Literally, the entire neighborhood was invited. All the neighborhood kids, all the kids that was on our block. We were just over there listening to music, just vibing. A couple of them were smoking. I didn't smoke back then, but like literally, it was just a time we could really get together or really do anything. That was the only time that would be like our only little time for freedom, for real. Like, it's going out and spending time with the neighbors. Like, we would just stay up on YouTube watching dumb shit, like literally. And then in the morning, we all went home. And then, like, every time we came outside and talked to each other or associated with each other, we always talked about the bonfire because it was just so fun. But literally, like, she never let us do anything. Never let me do anything. Like, dead ass. And it took me to get older to realize what the hell she was doing everything for. Because when I started getting in relationships, my first 2 relationships were girls. She hated that shit. She fucking hated that shit. I'm thinking she a fucking homophobe or something. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? I've never seen you act like this. You don't ever talk about gay people like this. What the fuck is your problem? Like, I literally, bro. And I started to think she only started acting like that because I came out to her telling her I like girls and that I had a girlfriend. Like, no. That shit literally blew me. Overly. Because it took literally until I got older to realize that how much shit she was telling me was bullshit and nothing was true. When I tell y'all it was nothing, I was surrounded by nothing but bullshit in that fucking house. When my first period came around, she didn't tell me nothing about it. Like, I even asked her. She didn't tell me shit. All she did was buy me pads. I'm asking my auntie about it. My auntie's like, oh, I can give them the birds and the bees talk. My mom getting mad at her. Damn near finna cuss her out all the time. I said, no, don't talk to them about that shit, no. Bitch, it's literally nature. This is real life. What the fuck do you mean you don't want us to know about it? And that's how I knew off rip my mom wasn't a girl's girl from the start. That's gonna have to be another video. It's how I knew off rip my mom wasn't a girl's girl from the start. Because this little slick shit she would do and say to me that I know for a fact, yeah, bitch, you're not my fucking friend. You will never be my friend, ever. No. But yeah, getting back into moving with back in with my mom, it just went back to the basics. Her finding over her man who couldn't give 2 fucks about her ass. And I say couldn't give 2 fucks about her because to this day he still has not married her. I don't think he sees her as that type. But yeah, if you do want more story times and you did like this video and enjoy it, please like, subscribe, hit that bell, turn on my notifications so you get all my notifications when I post. Because when I tell y'all I'm finna start going crazy to the point where y'all finna be sick of me. And I'm finna just be telling my story times, my crazy ass story times. But yeah, if you did like this video, like it, and I love you. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.